Hi everybody, this is Michelle from Stampin' Butterfly. Thanks so much for joining me. I am super excited today to share some of the new products from our new catalog that comes live to customers in September. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US and I'm doing a paper share and an embellishment share. So what we're going to do for those, it's a great chance to get a sampling of all the different things in the holiday catalog without breaking the bank. So I divide the paper up into quarter pack and you get 6x6 packages. And I have the first round of them kind of prepared already on the paper. So I'll show you what that looks like. And then also I divide the gems up and you'll receive a quarter of a pack. And I'll put a full listing a little bit later. But I will show you, I haven't cut the gems yet. I left them whole so you can kind of see what the colors and things are because they're gorgeous. And then I'm going to offer them in groups of 4. And we'll go through now and I'll show you all the different paper. Let me know if you have any questions, so feel free to drop it in the comments. So let's see. Let's flip the camera down. All right, so I can't show the inside, but this is the new holiday catalog and it does not disappoint. As always, Stampin' Up! Knocks it out of the park. And I will say online exclusives, we have an adorable PDF now too, so let me know if you need either a catalog or the PDF sent to you. I find it a little bit easier to look on here versus just following the online store. So let me know if you need either of those. Can't show you the insides just yet, but I can show you the samples of the paper, so get ready for some goodies. So I'll talk about pricing, and I have a free gift too, so if you participate in both, you'll get a free gift from me. And so what you'll have on your DSP, you'll have the name of the paper pack. I know it's small print, you can't really tell from here, but it'll have the price, the item number, and then it lists the colors that are included in the packaging. Plus it'll tell you if it's either an online exclusive or a holiday catalog, because sometimes it's hard to tell. All right, so I think this might be my favorite paper. It's hard to say. So this is the Traditions of Christmas. And it has some gold foiling in there. I think you can see that. And you'll get 2 of each. We're going to cut these come into 12 by 12, so you're going to get a sampler. Oh, I should probably. So the one side all has gold foiling, and then the other side has some really pretty pattern. So the stamp sets that coordinate with those, and the dies, I believe, also cut out the paper. So just super gorgeous. And it's got your traditional Christmas colors. So you got your red and green. Got some dots on that one. Some more flowers and some stripes there. This is gorgeous. Look at the poinsettias on that. If you have the old poinsettia stamp and die set from a couple years ago, this is going to match gorgeous with those too, if you've got those in your crafty stash. And then we've got some plaid. Who doesn't love plaid? There's some Secret Sea. So that's not really a black. It's a Secret Sea. It's just gorgeous. And then some more plaid. So let's see if I'll flip this back over. So that is called Traditions of Christmas specialty paper. Then we have the Modern Christmas, and this bundle, actually it's a suite, is gorgeous as well, and it has some fun hoops and things, so you'll see that. So we've got the gold foiling again on these. Black and white Christmas trees, and these are super cute. I think the stamp set does have like that little furry tree. You've got some mistletoe and fa la la. Got some gold striping and some squigglies. Oop, there you go. Some dots. And then this one has some gold patterns in there and the squiggles. Actually, I should probably flip them all in the right direction. We've got some fun gold trees on that one. Some regular dots and some gorgeous ornaments with all that gold. So this is probably my second favorite pack. That's probably why they're on the top. All right, so that is Modern Christmas. Black, white, and gold. They're kind of caught on each other. I'll fix those up in a little bit. All right, let's see. Oh, this one is super fun. So this is the North Pole. This one comes with some die cut pieces. So my packaging's a little crazy in here. So what I do for the die cut pieces is you'll get a quarter sheet and then I punch them out and try to divide them equally for everybody. But their little animals are so stinking cute. Look at those guys. So we have those, and let's take a look at the paper. So the little animal is driving the delivery car. And I think it's vanilla. That doesn't look like white. I think it's vanilla in there. It probably says on my packaging. So there's some dies. I think they cut out some of the animals as well. Letters. And then the die in this bundle also has a big box. That is pretty cool. I think one of the dies will cut that guy out too. Plus you have some die cut pieces already. Some dots. And then this is great. You can just cut little strips of these for the front of your card and make some really quick and adorable cards. All right. So yes, it is very vanilla in here. I'm not going to read all the colors because some of them have so many colors in them. I'd be here all day. So let me know if you have questions, and then I can try to answer those as we go as well. All right, the next one, this bundle is, woo, I think it's one of my favorites. It's not Christmassy per se, but the Aurora, you can do your own, or Stampin' Up! Did it for you. So you've got some really pretty paper. So, oh, look at the colors on these. Oh my gosh, I was oohing and eyeing when I opened this pack of paper up. You can turn it whichever way on that one. And then purple. So you've got some nice colors on here. You can use this all year long. You could do it for Christmas. You could also just do it year round. So this one is the Lights of Aurora. This is the 6x6 paper. I think most of the other packs actually when you buy them are 12x12. That might be the only 6x6 one. I think this is probably my favorite fall. So this one's Gathering Together, and again we've got some more gold, so you probably want to load up on your gold accent foil because this one has some gold foiling in there as well. And this one, yeah, you can see that pretty good. So kind of a splatter effect. Gold plaid, again, love that. This has little light circles on that one. This one has some really pretty leafing, and the embossing folder for this suite coordinates with that little leafy pattern. And some plaid. If you're a demonstrator, you've probably seen your catalog already. But yeah, these are just so pretty. I can't, you know, they really knocked it out of the park this year, I have to say. Some green with the gold stripes, some more patterns, and then some leaves. You've got your little mushrooms in there. I've already seen some samples with this, and people have been using the toadstool stamp set, and oh my gosh, those look so cute together with this. And I actually bought the squirrel bundle, so I plan on using this with the squirrel for my card class. So this is Gathering Together 12x12 specialty paper. Now the next fall one is Autumn Toil. And this is originally a 12x12, and it actually coordinates with the paper pumpkin that is coming out in September. So if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you might want to grab some of the paper and the bundle that goes with this so that you can have some paper. I love this for a guy's card too. Look how neutral and pretty that is. Doesn't even have to be fall. And then for the hunters in your life, got that and some hexagon or little squares. Actually, this one I think you get an extra sheet. Yeah, mine got sorted up a little bit. That's kind of like the other embossing folder. But this one, I think there's an extra sheet in your DSP, your 12x12. So if you're doing card classes as well, this one's a really good one because you'll have more to pick from. Here's a fox. And then striping. So just great card paper that you can use year round. And then Elegant Pine Snowflakes. So this is a 12x12 paper. I should probably let you know, let's see. Most of them were holiday catalog. This was an online exclusive. The Modern Christmas that's black and white is online exclusive, and so is this one. So sometimes if you're trying to find things on the website when it does go live, it helps to know where they came from. So you can find the matching things that you're looking for. The colors in this, there are so many pretty greens in here. And this one has a bundle as well with ribbon and a stamp set and lots of beautiful things. And you get pine cones. There's a lot of dyes in this one too. That's like the salt technique. You don't have to do it, it's already done for you. And these snowflakes are really like pine branches, so it's kind of a neat way to do your snowflakes. It's a little bit different than what I've seen before. And the colors are really pretty in here too. Got that one. Who doesn't love pretty peacock? I mean, come on. And there's this guy. Lots of little snowflakes. So I know everybody does their DSP share a little different. Depends on, you know, what they include and how many pieces. So I find you get a really good sampling when you do a quarter of a pack. So that's kind of what I stuck to. And the 6x6 makes it easier to ship it to everybody. Now this one is Peaceful Garden, and it's a 12x12 original card pack. And the doves, this bundle is really pretty too. So you've got the doves and flowers. And again, I think I pulled these apart. Yeah, here's the other piece of that guy. So you'll get two of those. Then you've got this background, some gorgeous leaves. You have the doves again, some more pretty patterns. And you could use this year round. You could use this for Hanukkah cards. So it's nice to have some blue options. The stamp set that coordinates with this has sympathy in it as well. So the muted colors are pretty for that. Should probably move it down. I'm kind of off the screen a little bit, just realized. Some little snowflake stars and some more leaves and berries. Some more patterns. This also has some coordinating glimmer paper, which we'll see in the little specialty section. So I do include the specialty paper in my DSP share. So everything I'm showing is what you're going to get in your DSP share when you participate with me. Now this one's the All Season Velvet. Ooh, that looks black, but it's actually a bright green. I'm not sure what my camera did to that one. And it's velvety, but it's not too thick, so it's going to die cut really nice. You have your white, so you can do your snowflakes in here. You can color this with your blending brushes, maybe even the alcohol markers. I haven't tried that. And then you can use this for the doves as well if you have that. And it's felt on one side, and it's just plain white on the other. And this one's a red. It's more of a real red. Well, it's kind of an in-between real red and cherry cobbler. And that's another online exclusive. Now this one is called Silent Snowfall, and it's a 12x12 pack, and they're all the same pattern. So let's see, with the white it's going to be a little hard. They are raised, so there's embossed snowflakes across here. So you can do lots of technique with this. You can do spatter paint, you can sponge it, or blending brush, you can spritz it. So you get all the same pattern in that one. So again, that one's really good if you're doing card classes as well, or if you're doing a big bulk of cards. So that one is an online exclusive. And this one is called Brown. It's more like a copper foil. And I think that's just going to be great for anything fall. You can use it for your masculine cards as well. And then the last pack of DSP, this is the Peaceful Garden Glimmer paper. So this coordinates with that dove paper I showed you. So there's a bright blue. This one's kind of like a secret sea, so it's not like a jet black. And then you have this silver. So I have to put the blue on front. It's so pretty. All right, so that is the DSP share that I'm doing. So you'll receive a pack. You know, your packs will look just like these, and it's a quarter pack of each one. And the cost of that is $47 plus $10.50 for shipping. And now if you do the gems, I'll be able to get them all in one envelope, so it won't be any additional shipping. And then I have a little free gift I'll show you at the end. All right, so let's take a look at the gems. Let me actually make sure we don't have any questions on the paper real quick. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's take a look at the gems. Now I haven't cut these up yet. So you're going to get a quarter a pack. Depending on how the lines work out, you may get a few extra of one pattern versus another, but it will be fair at the end. And I'll try to remember to tell you which paper it kind of coordinates with. So this is one of the fall, and it is called Cajun Craze and Gold Dots, and it has like little gold flecks inside of there. I think that coordinates with the gathering together. Now this one, I really like this one. I'm going to use this with my squirrel. This one's called Streaked Dots. And they almost look like little acorns. They're kind of like a brown color. Some of the lighting makes it a little tough to see. This one is deer dots. So this one coordinates with, actually I could show you that. Coordinates, oh, I didn't put this one back in the paper, in the envelope. So it goes with the little animal ones. So it coordinates with this. So what's nice is you'll have the gems, you know, you'll have a sampling of the gems, you'll have a sampling of the paper, and then whichever you love the most, you can go ahead and order extras of. But this gives you a chance to see them in person because it makes such a huge difference. These, I think, are one of my favorites. So this is from the Frosted Iridescent Dots, and this goes with the Aurora paper. I think you can see all the colors. Yeah, so you've got the 4 different colors in there. These coordinate with, let's see, these are actually little snowflakes. They look kind of like stars. They're faceted snowflakes. Let me see if I can get them close enough for you guys. So they are shaped like little tiny snowflakes, and they are super shiny. These are probably one of my favorites. Well, I have a lot of favorites, as you can tell. Let me show you which paper that goes with. So that coordinates. And again, you don't have to use it with what they designed it for. You can use it with whatever you please. So that coordinates with the Elegant Pine Snowflakes. And it's nice because you get some real Christmassy colors. This year we have a good selection of reds, you'll see. I feel like some years the red and green are kind of slim in our collection, but this is really nice. So these are like little flower shapes, and these are hues of blue flowers. They coordinate with that peaceful paper with the doves. So they coordinate with this and this one with the doves. I flip-flop the paper, but that's what that one goes with. And then we have traditional sparkling sequins. And again, we've got some more reds and greens and blues, so super great selection to make your holiday cards this year. This goes with the traditions of Christmas. Again, it'll go with anything because it's got your Christmas colors. But with the gold, it picks this paper up really pretty. So those go together. And then this one is Delightful Decorative Dots. Again, we have a selection of different reds and greens. These are a little bit more muted. And I don't think this one has a particular, I think it's just regular gems. I don't know that it's made to actually coordinate with one particular paper. I think this is just a standalone guy. So when I do the gem share, you'll receive a quarter pack of each of those approximately. You know, like I said, depending on how many lines are in there and how we cut it up, you'll get pretty close to that. And these are $22 plus shipping. So the shipping won't be any extra if you do the paper and you do the gems. So if you order both, it's $69 plus $10.50 in shipping. And if you do both, I'm also have some 3D printed item I want to throw in there with you guys for free. So we have these 3D stands. So it's printed from 3D machine. It's a plastic stand, and you can use it to display your card. So it'll hold up your card in either direction. I know it's kind of hard to see on the camera. But, well, my cello bag's really big. I'm going to fold it down a little bit smaller. This is one of my team swaps, actually. So there we go. So it goes in there. So you can hold your card in either direction. I have different colors, so it'll be a surprise what color you get. But when you participate in both shares, you'll receive this fun little stand as a little thank you from me. All right, so those are what we have going on for the shares, and I'll be getting this first round out, so please contact me if you want to participate. The shares will be filled in groups of 4, so you want to get in early to make sure that you are able to participate. And again, I'll put some information in the description, and then if you're watching on YouTube as well, you can contact me via email or messenger if you want to RSVP, or if you just have some more questions and want to look through them. So that is all with the share. Now I do have some of the products I can give you a little sneak peek of. So let me do that real quick. So these are unrelated to the share. So that was just the share. But I do have, let's see, the rest of the Aurora bundle. So you can kind of see that. Not all my products have come. So it has Balmy Blue Ribbon. It has the paper that we looked at and these gems. And then it has a stamp set. Light and Wonder. So it has some really pretty fonts. And then I bought this one. I love that it has all these mountains and things. You'll see the samples in the catalog are gorgeous as well. So you've got some trees, some clouds, some water, mountains, and smaller trees. So you can really layer them up and do a lot with them. So that is the Aurora bundle. Actually, it's a suite. Then I have the sign design bundle, and this one is really fun. So you've got a punch. It's kind of almost like a tab. You could probably use it as a tab. I did punch out a piece of paper with it. And you've got all the seasons. You've got Happy New Year, Merry and Bright, Halloween, Season of Thanks, and then that's kind of what your tab looks like. And those will all fit on there. Let me show you the photopolymer real quick. So I was curious, based on the imaging, you know, what was connected. Let me see if I put the black behind here is a little better. So the Trick or Treat, Be Sweet are all on one, and of course you can cut things apart if you wanted. And then when you're looking at this, this is all one stamp, and the Season Of is one stamp, and then this is a separate stamp. So you can mix and match them as well. But when I looked at the box, it was a little bit hard to tell, you know, what ones were connected. So that just gives you a little bit of idea on that. And then for fall, I couldn't resist the squirrel. So there's a squirrel punch. And then you have a squirrel. It's called Fluffy Squirrel. He's going in both directions, so it's kind of nice they're looking at each other. You don't have to do mirror stamping. And then there's also a stamp that fills him in as well. So like this one, you could see his belly, and this one's just his side. The sentiments are: go nuts, it's your birthday. Can't wait to see you again. May you gather happiness. So those will be super cute for that. And then I think that's it for now. So those are just some sneak peeks. I hope you enjoyed the new products, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.